Welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn EVS. Come on students, let us begin our lesson. Standard 5th. The topic name is Our Earth and Our Solar System Part 2. Students, you know that we have already completed the Part 1 portion of this lesson. We have studied the information about the heavenly bodies, about the stars, then planets, asteroids, dwarf planets, natural satellites, etc. Am I right? Okay. Now we will take a quick recap of the first part and then we will proceed to the part 2. Okay. Now dear students, this is our solar system. You can see here sun is in the center of the solar system and 8 planets, they are revolving around the sun in a fixed orbit. Correct? Now we will see which are the planets they are revolving around the sun. Dear students, see these. This is our solar system and sun is the star who gives us light and heat to all these planets. And these planets, which are there here, this is first one is the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. These 8 planets are there in our solar system. Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun and the Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun. Our Earth is in the 3rd position from the sun. Okay. Now here this is sun. Sun is a star. It is very near to the earth, so it appears big and brilliant. And it gives us light and heat. The earth, this is our planet. We live on this planet. This is the only planet which has life. This earth revolves around the sun and it gets heat and light from the sun. The moon is the natural satellite of the earth. It revolves around the earth, so it is called as the satellite of the earth. Most of the planets in the solar system have satellites. Now dear students, now we will proceed to the part 2. Okay, about gravity. See, what is the meaning of gravity? See this. All heavenly bodies exert a force of attraction or a pull on one another. This force is called the force of gravity. Got this? All the heavenly bodies, they attract each other. That force is called as force of gravity. Now see here, the sun is in the center of the solar system and all the 8 planets and asteroids, all they are revolving around the sun in a fixed orbit. Correct? How it happened? We'll see with the example. See students, this you know, this is tug of war game. Correct? Here both side force is applied and so that the tug remains in constant position, means in same position. Like that, here the sun exerts a gravitational pull on all planets, whereas the tendency of the planet is to move away from the sun. For this, he is attracting the planets towards himself, but these planets don't want to go near to the sun. They wanted to run away from the sun. So in opposite direction, they are applying the force. Because of this, what happened? A planet keeps revolving around the sun at a fixed distance in a fixed orbit. Got this? In the same way, satellites revolve around their planets. Same thing is there between the planet and its natural satellite. Got this, dear students? This is because of the gravitational attraction. The planets revolve around the sun. Now, you can see here the ball. When we throw a ball upwards by using the force, it will not remain up. It falls down. Here you can see the apple is falling down from the tree. It is not going up. It is not going in any direction like right side, left side. No, it is directly falling down. Here you can see the landslide. Here rocks and mud, they are moving towards the ground. Why this is so? Because due to the earth's gravity, all things on the earth remain on it. Even if we throw something upwards with great force, it finally falls down to the ground. Because of the gravitational force of the earth, we can walk on the earth. Got this, dear students? And the gravitational force on the moon is very less, so we cannot walk on the moon like that on the earth. Now we will see about the Diwali cracker, that firecracker named rocket. Here, dear students, here it is. This rocket is packed with explosive substances. The explosives burn rapidly and produce a lot of energy. This has the same design as that of rocket, which is used to launch the satellite. Here, students, this rocket has the power to move against the force of gravity. So it doesn't come down. Got this? Here, space launch using rockets. Now these are called rockets. Okay? Here, very powerful rockets are used to send a spacecraft into space. A tremendous quantity of fuel is burnt in rockets so that spacecraft weighing thousands of tons can be launched into space. Our country is well known for the development of its space launch technology. The meaning of space launch technology is sending some objects into space with power against the force of gravity is possible only due to this technology. Got this, children? Okay. Now we will see some India's space missions. Chandrayaan-1. On 22nd October 2008, the Indian Space Research Organization (ISRO) launched a spacecraft to the moon. The mission is known as Chandrayaan-1. This mission was unmanned. Now, this is Mangalyaan. It was launched on 5th November 2013. It got established in an orbit around the planet Mars on 24th September 2014. ISRO achieved this feat in its first attempt. This mission was also unmanned. See, this is the third one, Chandrayaan-2. Launch date is 22nd July 2019. Rocket used GSLV Mark III M1. Landing date 7th September 2019 and orbital insertion 20th August 2019. These are the India's space missions. Now, here we can see the photo of Rakesh Sharma, an Indian astronaut. Yes, students, do you know to whom we call as astronauts? Yes, scientists who travel in the spacecraft are called as astronauts. Rakesh Sharma, the first Indian astronaut to go into space in 1984. He spent 8 days on a space station. Seeing India from space, he said that it looked सारे जहां से अच्छा. Now, astronauts of Indian origin. See, Kalpana Chawla and Sunita Williams. These two are the astronauts from Indian origin. Man-made satellites. You can see in the picture these satellites, they are man-made, are also called as artificial satellites. Yes, dear students, you know that moon is the natural satellite of the earth and it revolves around the earth in its specific orbit. Same like that, here also these artificial satellites, they revolve around the earth in their specific orbit. Few countries have sent hundreds of spacecraft into the space. Yes, dear students, you can see here so many artificial satellites in the picture. Now, what is the use of these man-made satellites? How they help us? We will see in the next slide. Uses of man-made satellites. Man-made satellites provide useful information for agriculture, environment, weather forecasting. See now, just we crossed that one Nisarga cyclone. The man-made satellite gave us the information about that in advance. Next, it gives the information about how to make the maps, searching for water and mineral wealth, and it helps in telecommunication. Got this, children? These all fields were helped by man-made satellites.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.